saved up $3,000 and I don't want to make a mistake. Looking for advice. I'm 19. Been working during the summer. I have saved up about $3,000. However, I'm very tempted to spend half of that on a shitty car, another $500 on some clothing since I have absolutely no wardrobe, and the other $1,000 on other things I want, such as getting a photo shoot done for my social media, a video camera so that I can start documenting my journey. Basically, my confidence is down. I don't have decent clothing, I don't have a car, I look like shit, I have a shitty romantic and social life. At the same time, I'm looking at things in the long run. Perhaps it's best to just keep saving and to spend this money on business ideas to eventually make even more money. Maybe I should just say FUCKU to my confidence for a few more years until I have solid passive income coming my way. What do you all think? Hi, congratulations on saving about $3K. In my opinion, you do not need the shitty car and the stuff to document your journey, and especially not a photo shoot done for your social media. In my humble opinion, these things are not very useful at the moment. However, I do have another opinion when it comes to your clothes. I will not tell you to buy a Gucci belt, but being decently dressed when one is your age, gives you confidence. I also believe that you could upgrade your wardrobe and treat it as if you're celebrating your saving skills. Best of luck to you. Go to the gym and make it a heavy focus in your life. Get some nice clothes and look sharp. Spend time getting better with women and become the guy people know as a player. Your confidence will be through the roof. Then go kill it in business. Confidence should come first. You'll be an unhappy person without a kick-ass life if you think it will come to you after you've made money. A kick-ass life plus money is awesome though if you're a badass person without the money. However, let's break down your budget a little bit. Car, I'm guessing you need this. Instead of going for some pose $500 beater that will be in and out of the shop every other month, look for historically reliable vehicles, Toyotas, Hondas that are easy to maintain but have cosmetic issues like hail damage. Clothes, don't drop $500 all at once on clothing, especially when you don't already have an established wardrobe. If you're trying to upgrade your clothing, go slow with it. Start with the basics, a pair of jeans or chinos and a shirt or two. Go on Aura or Malfashion advice for more information on looking better. Again, don't drop $500 on a new wardrobe. Nice doesn't have to be expensive. If you hit the gym you can pull off jeans and a v-neck. Photo shoot, no. If you feel like this will boost your confidence, find an amateur or a friend and slide them a $20 for their time. I'm not telling you to spend your money, but if you're strapped for cash, do it logically and not emotionally. And universal advice: delete Facebook, hit the gym, lawyer up. Yay, I feel my best and most confident when I look good. Lately I've been getting 2 haircuts a month and I feel great. However, each haircut costs about $30. It's a hard line for me to understand. How much should I focus on long-term versus short-term? I want a shitty car for the freedom. Taking the bus is so difficult because I carry lots of stuff with me and I waste a lot of time. The photo shoot is honestly valuable because nobody communicates in person anymore. Best way to connect with girls at my age is through Tinder. The video camera is also important because I want to start a YouTube channel. One of my most natural skills is talking. I think making videos will help me. I'm having a hard time knowing if these arguments are bad arguments. I see the downside and the upside. I guess that's why I'm asking for advice here. Thanks, man. This is exactly what I was thinking. I'm my most productive when I look and feel sharp. Lifting has already been a big focus in my life. I'm gonna keep at it with that. Honey, I truly believe looking good on Tinder for girls is a bad investment. First you make money, then you don't even need to look for girls, because they will come to you. Also, something else that I have learnt from the movie Scarface when I was a kid: if you love women more than money, you will not succeed. I don't remember what Tony said exactly, but it was something like that. HS can wait. You focus on you. Thanks man. I fully agree with your advice. The photo shoot is $150, so probably too much. In this country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman. Exactly. Yeah, I fully agree. Just looking for some experience, that's it. It's hard to focus on other things when that's on your mind a lot. I agree on the whole focus on you first, though. And there is another scene, in Tony's office, where he tells Manolo, you know what your problem is? You like women more than money. Look at it this way, my friend: will these things be assets, or liabilities? Say you get these things, how will they pay you or pay off, or will you just spend the money and it's gone? I think they will pay off in an indirect way. They will improve my confidence, which will then improve my productivity and happiness, which will make more money in the long run. I'm not sure if this is erroneous thinking though. I think you're asking the wrong question. Instead of trying to figure out how much to spend, figure out a 1-year goal you can achieve and go for that. Since you're on a business forum, pick a business you'd like to get up and running and do that. If your goal requires that you spend some money to help you achieve it, then spend the money. If not, don't. You're sure sound familiar to me at 19. A few points: 1. What does the new car accomplish? Do you need it for better job opportunities? I can afford a very fancy car, yet I still drive the one from when I was dead broke. No one judges me for it other than saying, wow, you're good at finding deals. Those motors never die. 2. Some jeans and black or dark t-shirts will look fine. Just focus on having clean, well-fitting clothes and good hygiene. Be the assertive guy that takes action towards his desires. Take care of yourself instead of pandering to others. That is more valuable to women than trying to impress them. 3. Don't do things to impress women. It is the same as value cheating. Any decent women will smell it a mile off. They are more advanced socially than most young men. 4. You could even get a used camera with a stand. Get good at taking well-lit and positioned photos and you can be the one with a lucrative side hustle. You can also use it to flip things on Craigslist. Solution: get a second job or hustle where you sell things to the public. Use a car to spread your job options out further. Go to the gym and keep good hygiene. Don't worry about rejection and failure. Focus on moving forward and testing each new thesis and its opposite. The levels go kind of like this: don't be the guy who blows money and peacocks trying to impress women. Put yourself in a position where you can keep taking smart risks while incrementally moving forward. Each step will compound the rest and you'll look back at how you used to be. P.S. Read the sections about hyperreality in. You will become much more confident since you are one of the few who aren't playing in a rigged consumerist game. For my current job, I work from home, so no need for a car. Also, school starts in 2 months, so after that I live in residence and parking is too expensive. The reason I'd need a car is for the weekends I come back home, and this 2-month period during the summer. Perhaps it's best to just forget about it. Agree on your points about women. I'm not trying to impress them, just trying to better myself. Thanks for the advice, man. Appreciate it. Also, I've already read that section. Interesting. This gives me something to think about. Haha, you're welcome. Don't dismiss getting a car too easily. A car can be very useful. You can use it to add leverage to you since you have a farther radius of potential. Just don't be fancy when you're a young buck. People want fancy cars simply because they are positioned as something they can't have. Working from home is nice. The only problem is it keeps you in your comfort zone. You'll never be aware of gaps to fill without going into the field. That's why you should get a sales job where you deal with the public. It exponentially improved my confidence since it gave me an apprenticeship for applying things. The thousands of people I've met with, and hundreds I've closed, have opened so many doors. Working there has also given the free opportunity to train the junior sales staff informally under me. This means I know how to scale any business. And I can code web apps from my side hustle days. The junior people have thanked me for simply showing them what thing to focus on each week, instead of the companies cram it all down their throat and let them sink or swim and wonder why everyone quits approach. Most people there just get sufficiently good at their jobs. There is nothing stopping anyone from picking everyone from sales to logistics brains. This will save you from having to reinvent the entire wheel. This place also revealed a massive gap companies are half-assedly filling for their customers. Customers always leave disappointed and beg for it. Filling it will undercut corporates' fat margins, so they don't want to address it. Someday the giants in this industry will be another sad case study like Blockbuster. For one's social life, just like in entrepreneurship, value attracts value. Focus on being strong, fit and source of pleasure instead of misery. Let other guys go chasing everyone around like a horny wiener dog. Be our marketer. Others never put themselves out there and wonder why they find no one. Slow laner. And don't forget the decadent YOLO crowd. Sidewalkers. What are you studying in school? How's it move you further in tangible terms? What market gap does having the degree help fill? Hope this isn't offensive, but if it is, it's a sign of cognitive dissonance. I agree with sales. Last summer I did sales door-to-door for 4 months. I went to a lot of different cities too. Really fun job. Met a lot of cool people. But the pay was horrible and the company never paid on time. Good experience though. Congrats on the stuff you're doing, bro. I'm studying business at school. One of the top schools in my country. It opens doors in terms of networking and there are a lot of opportunities around. Honestly, I was considering quitting school, just finished my first year. I decided against it for now. Not offensive at all. Spend all of that money on getting e-certificates and attend workshops to develop high-paying skills. 3 months later, you might be making $3K per week. 1. Don't rush to spend the money. It's faking action. Lock it in for a month or 3 and write in big letters on a fridge that you won't touch it before that. Don't tell yourself that saving is the slow lane, because spending it all ASAP is the sidewalk too. In my opinion, pick one thing first. For example, either a car, or clothing, or whatever, first. Research it thoroughly. Yep, act like a slow laner. It's okay in this situation. You don't have to follow like a gospel. Figure the car, the clothing, whatever will help you. People buy treadmills thinking they will exercise, and then they don't. In my view, it's okay to buy clothing to improve your social life, but are you going out? If you aren't going out anyway, it doesn't matter. If that is your focus, go out, say, 10 times first, observe how people dress, then think what to buy. Then ideally find a friend who understands what to buy, what fits your style. Otherwise you'll waste a lot of money while you figure out the fashion thing. That's a stretch. What kind of skill can you learn so quickly to go from 12K to 150K a year? And so cheaply? Buy an asset. Something you can use to produce cash. The camera would be a good idea. All businesses need to be media companies now. Clothes, just get a few pieces that can be used for any occasion. Cars suck the money out of ya. Sell old stuff if you got any to produce more cash. Learning to code in Python, C++, C or Java. By no means do I mean he can make 150k a year very easily, but he can easily make 3k from freelancing. I've heard closing a deal gives you 10% of the revenue. Perhaps learning to close could help as well. Instead of locking up your money, try to invest it in stocks or mutual deposit in a bank. Cash flows, cash grows. Keeping it locked up would leave you with the same $3,000 after 3 months. That is very good advice. I ask the op to read it twice. If you want to be a businessman or entrepreneur, dress like one. Wearing Gucci because it's cool is okay, but you might regret spending your money later. It is your money and you can do whatever you want, but try to make money from it if possible. Lots of good advice above, so I'd just like to second the recommendations to spend some money on clothes. Looking and feeling well groomed is a great confidence boost, so I think it's good bang for the buck. Most countries you can get some excellent clothes quite cheaply, so I'd go for it. Best wishes to you. Well done in saving the $3,000. A cheap and reliable car sounds helpful and is a tool to make your life more efficient. Don't see the need to wax $500 on clothes though. I don't buy the whole dress to feel good thing. Sounds like retail therapy to me. Mindless consumerism shit. Better to try and become more comfortable with yourself. The photoshoot and Tinder thing is just dumb. Photoshoot for Tinder. Come the FCK on guys. You guys think money helps with girls? Have you made any money? Are you killing it with the ladies now? I used to live with my parents, had braces, and had no more than $500 in a bank account, and I got tons of girls by being in shape and being smooth. I focused on my business and stopped going after girls and made money, moved into a lake house, and guess what happened? It didn't help at all. Girls are attracted to fun, attractive guys, not money. I don't give a crap if you say otherwise. Go to the gym, look sharp, have a cool life and be a fun guy. You'll get girls. The business is separate. Trust me, I've done it myself. Girls will actually think less of you if you think you can flex with your money and status. It's a mainstream lie, and I've found that the people who believe it most don't have any idea themselves, they just get it from popular culture. I can relate to you when I was 19. There's many things in your mind, right, and your emotion or need is what will make you buy. By the sound of things. 1. Write down the pros and cons of why you want a car. Be real with yourself. At your age, with the money you're making, you're chaining yourself to debt. 2. Yes, when you hit young adulthood, your craving for connecting with women will spike. Join a community of men who are successful with women. Be selective in who you learn from. 3. Clothing. I suggest to have a budget and go to discount stores. Your taste will change over time. 4. Find a skill that will be an asset, that is a need, and produce value for people, in exchange for cash. Prioritize based on your needs right now. Enjoy the journey and trust in the process. No, money definitely matters. I don't care what any of these online dating gurus think they know. It's proven scientifically that women want with men who have access to resources. Sure, you can get some ass by being good looking, in shape and broke. But women will laugh when it comes to having a long-term relationship with a guy like that. I've too been in situations where I was broke but still had girls throwing themselves at me, but A, that's anecdotal, and B, their interest is purely sexual. Not romantic. So sure, girls like guys who are fun and cool, but there are very good reasons as to why they will almost never be willing to get into a relationship with one. Why? If it gets serious, can you really marry this guy and have him support a family? If you marry that cool fun broke guy, you'll have kids who are raised on Chef Boyardee and food stamps. I have a friend like that. He's cool and good looking, but broke. Girls will date him casually, but whenever he tries to get serious they're like, wait, you think we can potentially have a family? And messages me all heartbroken. It's really ruining his life. Sure, being in shape and being good looking helps, but a guy who is good looking, in shape, has a good income will be irresistible to girls. Just being good looking and in shape and fun. That's all fine and dandy when you're casually dating around and getting laid. But eventually you're going to meet a girl you really like and want to get serious, and she's going to laugh in your face. There are like a bajillion studies on this. The evidence is incontrovertible. It's deep-seated in our evolutionary biology. It's the lover or provider thing. Women want sex with men with indicators of good genes, good looking, in shape, because unconsciously they feel their genetic material is of high quality, and their children will be healthy. But for marriage, they want someone who has access to resources so that their children have a good life. So ideally what women want is good genetic material, access to resources. If you focus on too much of one or the other, you end up in bad situations. If you focus only on money, and not on being in shape and being confident, you'll attract a wife that's constantly cheating on you and f***ing the hot guys she meets. If you focus just on being good looking and in shape, no woman will want to marry you. They'll just want to FCK and then go back to their husbands. But if you work on all of the above, you'll have your choice of whatever woman you want, and you'll have the option of just being a FCK buddy or being serious with her. Just being good looking. Yay, you'll attract some hot party girls, but good f***ing luck attracting a beautiful woman that's actually wife material. Furthermore, having money boosts your confidence. When you're broke you worry constantly about tomorrow, and it's really hard to be that cool fun guy when your survival is literally at risk. You. I'll trust what I see with my own two eyes. Our own two eyes are among the biggest liars in history. And I mean that. It's why anecdotal evidence is completely worthless. So you're telling me I can't shitpost on our or nice guys anymore, yelling how girls only run after bad boys and rich studs while ignoring us nice guys? I feel my job is threatened. Oh no. What do I do now? Put $1,000 away in an emergency fund where you cannot get to it. Put $1,000 in your investment fund for other opportunities. Then use the things you have discussed as motivation. Take the remaining $1,000 and use it to make money, buy or sell, hustle, etc. From the money you make equals, 1 or 3 goes into emergency fund account and use that to pay taxes to, 1 or 3 goes into investment fund to make more money, 1 or 3 is yours to invest in yourself however you want, clothes, courses, car, etc. Want more shit? Make more money. It will motivate you to do more. Simple. I joined the forum at 18 and can somewhat relate. I'm 20 now. I won't babble on and on about how much women love fun guys and how working out in jeans makes sense and blah blah blah, when in reality you're looking for overall advice on what to do with $3,000 saved up and where to go from here, and probably also just want encouragement instead of getting more of the non-stop try-hard posts we see from some forum members. I was working at a tire shop delivering wheels 8 hours a day at 18. I had about the same saved up. Basically everything I made went into a new e-com products I was selling. The cash flow from my job kept me afloat with food and gas and insurance, so I wasn't desperate while trying to get my business off the ground. I had a car my parents let me use for a year, so that does make a difference. How are you making it to work? Does your job require a car? If you're working full-time and making at least $8, you should be able to make $1,280 a month. Take that x 3 months and you've got close to $7,000 saved and can buy a car that isn't a total piece of garbage and will last you for a while. If I'm not missing anything, which I could be, why not continue to do what you're doing and save? Why do clothes have to be such a huge expense? If you can't navigate through these type of things on your own, you will have a very hard time making it as an entrepreneur. 2018 to 2019 was a struggle and I failed over and over, never was able to save or make much. Fast forward to this year. I've been so busy I've barely been able to keep up with my business. Don't get discouraged, this is part of being an entrepreneur. Read MJ's books if you haven't already. Edit, trust the process. In a recent video of Dan Luck, he said that he followed the 5-bucket strategy. From your income, 60% goes to basic necessities: food, housing bills, electricity, etc. 10% goes to investment stocks, bank, etc. 10% goes to an emergency fund. You don't use this money ever, unless you are about to die. 10% goes to learning skills and personal development. 10% goes to fun money, your entertainments, dating, online subscription, etc. Once your income bracket crosses $500K, 35% goes to basic necessities. 25% goes to investment. 15% goes to an emergency fund. 15% goes to PD and skill development. 10% goes to fun money. This seems to be really well-planned use of money. If you have a fixed amount to spend on fun, you won't regret your actions of buying stuff later. You remind me of the stereotypical douchey, high school bully. I agree and would recommend investing in yourself. Get a sales job and stick it out for some time. Builds confidence and valuable skills. Make more money. Learn constantly, grow, and all other things will align. I do not think your current mindset is good to start a business. Basically, you think the same way as I do. We need instant validation on the hard work and effort we put in. Doing business is a painful and lonely process. Judging from what really matters to you now, you are likely to go depressed before you succeed in a business. Just think about it. Your social life sucks now. Wait until you get your friends and parents pressuring you to get a proper job while you have no cash coming into your business. It will break you. I am in financial sales and I recommend you going to sales. Faster money and less pressure on you. You will have time and resources to impress your friends and girls. You are only 19 and you worried about not having money and a good social life? Ha ha ha. When I was 19 I still live off on my parents. Come on, you are doing well. There are plenty of people who have nothing in their 30s and 40s. He's 19, this is very different. Having nice clothes, a car, and being popular, or at least popular enough to go out and meet girls, is all that matters. Yeah, if you're rich that helps too, but he's 19, being rich at that age means having rich parents which you can't change. Yeah, he could get rich on his own, but that means hard work for years, which in my opinion is a waste of being 19. Let's say he did it in 2 years, now he's 21, he's already missed so much. Girls don't expect you to be rich at 19, if being serious is on their mind all they look at is your potential, your motivation and drive and goals, which having them boosts confidence and makes you attractive. If you get into a good school, etc. As you've said above, boosting confidence is huge. All you need to do that at 19 is some nice clothes, go to the gym, and maybe a car. The rest is just the confidence you get from meeting girls and them liking you. My advice to the op is, if you're going to do video, start with a used iPhone 7 if you don't already own a better phone. If it's going well, buy a mic. If it's really going well, buy a camera like a G7X or G85. You won't really know what you'll need or want till you start, and the gear can get expensive fast. You might find you need a new computer before you need a camera. A photo shoot for Tinder is just weird. Post pictures of you doing fun stuff in groups of friends, especially ones that have girls in them, so they know you aren't weird. Maybe some travel pictures, so maybe spend some of that money traveling really cheaply. You could travel and do some touristy stuff locally or within your country, or go to a country like Bali and stay in hostels for 2 to 3 weeks. You'll meet so many people, have so many stories, and get so many pictures you can use. Plus you can make videos of it. I'm not sure what flights would cost you, but staying there a hostel is like $10 a night max, and a meal is usually under $5. It sounds like you won't need the car soon, but if you really do, then just spend enough to get something reliable. Cars, especially cheap ones, are expensive to own. You're better off just paying your mate's gas money if you're going out. But if you do need a car, get the most reliable one you can. Clothes, just buy nice ones that fit well. You don't need big logos or brands. And as someone mentioned above, buy them slowly so you can get a feel for what you like, what you need, what you actually wear, what you feel most confident wearing, and what gets you compliments and attention. Best case scenario, you get some nice clothes over time for $300. Do some cool things locally over time and get some good Tinder pics and make friends for about $300 to $500, and make some videos on the phone you already have while you're at it, or spend a couple $100 on a used iPhone. Then you have about $2,000 left for a decent car, but if you don't need it, then you have $2,000 to make you feel comfortable and start flipping items off Craigslist with, and also to pay people gas money and Uber. Getting a professional shot for Tinder is not weird. The question is about affordability and whether you should spend your time on Tinder instead of making money. My guy instinct is not now, but eventually when you decide to have a Tinder account, go to the gym to get bulk up and then hire a professional photographer. Go for the kill. Nothing good comes out naturally. Unless you just want to be the 90% of the boys who like every girls they see but receives no reply. And then they give up and complain about girls being superficial. Shooting from the hip? If I was 19 with $3K cash, I'd start doing Lonnie deals. Hey man, so here's my opinion: buying those things will not get you a better social life and will not get you more confidence and will not get you more girls. The main thing it will do for you is give you a dopamine spike for a few days, weeks at top. I'm currently 25 years old, and I think my biggest mistake thus far has been drowning myself in way too much theory and not taking action on anything of what I was learning. Alongside this mistake, was that I never really put the effort to find a mentor in real life who could support and push me. My advice to you: think about where you want to see yourself in 1 year from now. What's the answer? Is it to be healthier? Is it to be richer? Is it to have a better social life? Whatever it is, look for a mentor, someone who has already reached what you want most. If it's health, for example, to have a nice gym body, then spend the $3K on the most fittest and coolest personal trainer you can find. Is your goal to make more money? Find the person who is hustling most in his business and is already making money, and then offer him to invest your $3K in his business for only 1% stake, as well as work for free. Work alongside him and learn. That would be my advice. Alternatively, you can invest $1K and keep the $2K for actually surviving, i.e. buy foods, and also to buy free time with the $2K. Best champion. Your confidence, your ideas and your finances will not improve with stupid purchases. In fact, they will get worse. The only thing you can buy that increases your confidence are books and the monthly payment of a gym. Do girls look at you at all? Car does help you a lot. But you need some kind of a social life already, either friends to go see, or events. One thing you can do is go to Soswave Forum and do a which will have you going out on your own, accomplishing challenges which will be giving you tons of confidence. So yeah, car is my vote. Don't buy a shitty car. If something breaks and you will need another $500 into it, you'll be wanting to kill yourself. Buying a Honda, Toyota, and negotiating from $2K plus to around $2K would be my move. Like trying to get $200 to $300 off. Clothes. I currently have more clothes than I can wear. You can fall down that rabbit hole quick, buying new pieces that you think will work for specific occasion, but occasion doesn't come and now you just have spent that money. So I buy all my clothes at heavy discounts online. But for you it will still be pricey. I would not buy anything at retail. I would go on eBay and snipe good-looking t-shirts designer brands for like $15 to $20. Get a few of those. Get a pair of black jeans and blue jeans or chinos, something you can mix and match shirts. It'd go into second-hand stores too. $3K is not much, so don't think you have money to go out eating, etc. Still be frugal with spending, but you can go get ice cream, girl and whatever. Just basically you can have the means to get yourself around to different new things, and new opportunities can come into you. So drop the BS and look at the long run. What's next? You saved $3,000. That's awesome, really. When I was 19 I didn't have crap. Treat yourself with some nice, but functional, clothes and figure out how to put the rest to work. We all need clothes, society kind of demands it. And it's amazing what a head boost some nice studs can give us. But don't go crazy. More than anything else, get to work on what's next. You keep being successful and you can't help but gain confidence. And the most attractive thing to women, gals correct me if I'm wrong, is confidence. Agree with all of the above? If you are a natural at talking you will have way more success meeting women face to face than on an online app. No one is talking about the ongoing costs of the car that will eat through money. Depending where you are, insurance could be crazy expensive for a 19-year-old male. $3,000 is not enough to try to impress women if you wanna go the route. It's better to just be fun, relaxed and nice. No money is needed, that's called prostitution. Your goal should be how you can convert those $3,000 into an income. It starts with knowing how to think first. Look into some resources on awareness and consciousness. That's where successful business thinking comes from. You have to know how to extend your awareness to things or variables that most are unaware of. Economics is about scarcity. There is nothing more scarce than human awareness. Ended up getting it for free, haha. So just a question, are you doing all this to impress a girl? Say you did impress a couple and started dating. Will you be able to sustain this lifestyle, or will you end up as an imposter? Now this confidence builds up when you start learning and getting experience. Still, it all comes up to what's your current goal right now. Is it getting laid or getting paid?